Shea. I'm here at the RV factory. I'm in our customer lounge area where you come to the RV factory. We have the lounge area available to you to relax and during your plant tour hang out with us. And so one of the things that I wanted to cover with you this morning is our construction on the Weekend Warrior toy hauler. I think we have the best construction of any company out there in the business on a toy hauler. We learned this method in many years of building motorhomes, and it is really one of the strongest lightweight constructions in the industry. What we did here is we built this nice model here so we can show you from the ground up, inside the walls and everything, how this construction works. I'm going to start here at our foundation. Our foundation is a Lippert frame. It's a steel frame, one of the best frames in the industry, has great factory warranty. It's just a great company. They are the largest RV supplier in the industry. So we have a solid foundation here, steel. One of the differences of our construction is that we laminate all fully laminated, our floor, walls, and our roof. So everything is laminated on the exterior. It's truly one of the best construction techniques because it is fully laminated. Many of our competitors will, laminate the wall, but then they won't laminate the roof. It'll be wood with fiberglass insulation, so it'll be stick built, and they'll stick build the floor. But we laminate the whole works because you get extreme strength out of this construction. Starting at the bottom of our floor, we have a plywood on the bottom of our floor that has a waterproof membrane. Next, we have a steel welded structure. So our floor is steel as opposed to some of the other manufacturers who do laminate the floor, the few that do use aluminum. This is much stronger. We use a high strength, low alloy steel in our floor. So you have an extremely strong, stiff floor. It's a great foundation. We have, if you come around here, you can see the foam insulation, extremely high density foam, so you get a great R value out of that. Very quiet, very stiff. As you notice, we go through the floor decking, which is a half-inch plywood floor. We go through that with what we call an elevator hardened bolt. So we pull that floor down in many locations with this elevator bolt besides screwing the floor. So we use this elevator bolt, and also we use a very strong screw that's a self-tapper throughout the rest of the floor. So you get a very quiet floor. Half-inch plywood, very stiff, very strong. Our competitors use OSB, which is a engineered product. It's much more resistant to, the plywood is much more resistant to moisture. It's also very much stiffer, again, a lot stronger. So you get that combination in our floor. Above that, we have vinyl, a fully full-through vinyl flooring, which is made by Bauer in Europe. So it's a European solid vinyl floor. It's a high-end solid vinyl floor, very durable, very resilient. Many of the products that are put in other trailers are made mostly of paper with a little bit of vinyl on the top. We have vinyl clear through, so it's very strong. And it's called Bauer. Moving up to our sidewall, in our sidewall we have aluminum, and it's a thick gauge aluminum. It is laminated with foam again. Same kind of construction. On the outside we have an Italian fiberglass. It's a high gloss So you don't see all the stringiness in it. Very high gloss surface. It's called Vetracini. It's one of the best products. I've used it for probably 20 years and have had very little problem with it. It's paintable, it's durable, and it's got a very nice look to the outside. Again, with our aluminum here, we have right on top of the aluminum, we use a urethane adhesive. So you can see a little bit of it squeezed out here, but that's a urethane adhesive. We bag laminate, so that you have a constant pressure on the laminated product throughout the lamination process. So it has a cure time. The glue stays open for about 20 minutes. And that whole time the whole surface is under pressure. So you get a very good lamination. Urethane adhesive has a very high temperature resistance. So it's nearly over 190 degrees. So it has virtually impossible to delaminate because of heat. We also have our competitors that are using, instead of the bag lamination system, they use a pinch roller where they put the glue on and then actually put a roller over the top of it to adhere it to the surface. Well, with the unevenness of the pressure, you can have areas where the glue is already cured and where it can delaminate then. So this is really the best construction. Anybody that pinch rolls, it's very inconsistent and very high problematic. So come up to our roof. We have an extremely strong roof corner here, so we go to a higher strength aluminum alloy there. On our roof, we also put foam underneath it. We don't leave that hollow like a lot of the manufacturers. Most manufacturers have this trim piece right up here, so you have it over the top of the roof where you get water damming. What we've done is we've put this radius on it. Additional expense, and it takes a little more time and finesse to put it on, but we wrap it over the side. Our sealant is here, so you don't have the water troughing there at the edge. Then you have a gutter for water runoff, and that keeps it off the side of the unit. We use a TPO roof in place of the rubber roof. Big advantage here because you don't have the chalking that you get with the rubber roof that tends to run over the side and make your unit look unsightly after months. It could look years old, and we have such a great graphics package and we have such great paint on the outside that we don't want to destroy that look with having the coating that comes off the rubber on the side of your unit. So it's a very good material. We've had little problem with it. You can see how we wrap it over the edge of the roof rather than seaming it up here. Most manufacturers put their molding at the top, so you get a rubber or a actual dam right across there, and it holds water up there, and this prevents leaking and seepage into the unit. So this is a very good system to have it move down over the side with your guttering and your downspout here to keep the side of your unit clean. We have, again, welded aluminum framework in that structure. We have plywood on the bottom, plywood on the top. So it's a great sandwich, and it goes to about 6 inches in the center, so you get a really good R value out of it. So if you can imagine, this goes up and it curves over the top for water runoff. It gets really thick in the center. It's about 5 inches. So you get extreme R value out of that. The R value is over, I believe, 20. So we have that system. We then have your roof membrane on top. And that is a non-rubber product. So it's an EPDM roof. It's non-rubber, so you don't get that chalking that comes off of rubber over the side that kind of makes your coach look years old when it's not. So we've got this membrane, very tough, very good, few problems with this. Got the water runoff. It's an excellent system. We try to really concentrate on not having water get into your structure. So great pains to do that. With our windows and our sealants, we use all high-end sealants. We don't use the cheap putty tape that dries out over time. Again, you can see our foam here. Got a thick foam in the center of our wall. Really makes a great structure. So I guess that is about it on our structure here. You can see that it's very strong, very stiff. This floor or the material on top of your roof, you can actually stand on. We don't recommend that, but it is very tough and it's very strong and very stiff. So again, thanks. We think we have the greatest construction in the industry, and it's really a motorhome style construction that we've brought into the toy hauler field, and it's excellent for carrying your toys. You got very good stiff decking, you got steel in the floor, so it's really a great system for toy haulers.